Welcome back, Midday Show. Hugh Douglas, Joe Giglio. You guys with us, 215-592-9494. We got a lot to get to over the course of the rest of the show. A spot to give away, Midday Show, Fantasy Football League. We're looking for someone you want to say bleep you to today. I think the answers so far are really good. Rondé Barber, Uncle Sam, and Joe Carter. Best one we get today wins a spot in the Midday Show Fantasy League. We're going to do our draft live next Wednesday evening. So stay tuned for details for that and exactly where we'll be. We think we have our place locked down. We'll have the event. It'll be a great time. Excited to have you out there with us. We also have a $50 gift card to give away later in the show to Burger King, so we'll tell you about the details on that.
$50 at Burger King.
Yeah, that's right. We have that to give away today.
Boy, that's eating like a king for real.
That is. You no doubt about that. And we have to get to something an Eagle defensive player said yesterday. But let's hear from Vic Fangio here, and then we'll get back to all your phone calls on the Phillies and what happened yesterday. I'm bothered by Topper's managing. Hugh is not. I just think they punted on a chance to win a baseball game yesterday in the ninth inning, and they need to have a sense of urgency with the the Dodgers playing well. And the Brewers have won 5 straight. They're right there for that number 1 and number 2 seed. But Vic Fangio yesterday, before Eagles practice, he was asked a question that felt like a
layup?
Yeah, kind of a layup, about the idea of how good the team could be, the defense could be. It's typically the kind of answer you hear. It's like, well, if we put the work in, well, we have potential. I didn't get that yesterday. Here's Vic Fangio when asked, has he seen enough to determine how good of a defense he might have?
Are you able to get a sense of how good you think the defense can be this early?
Well, I like our guys. I like our guys as individuals. They're all good guys. I like the unit. I love working with them. Time will tell on that. We haven't played real games yet, and that opener against that offense is going to be very challenging. So I think that's a better question to ask midway through the season.
Hugh, did you get a lot of confidence from Vic Fangio out of that answer?
I got a lot of honesty.
Yeah, okay.
I got a lot of honesty. I love Coach Fangio. I loved him before he even got here because of his no-nonsense, brutal honesty that he displays at every press conference. And basically that's what he did. I mean, he's not a dummy, man. He's not going to put lofty expectations on this team when you have so many new moving parts. You talk about the defensive line that has a lot of young guys on there. You talk about the fact that, last week or a couple weeks ago, he talked about Bryce Huff and how he's going to integrate into this run game. We talked about Nolan Smith and last week about how he just doesn't look like he's the guy.
Yeah.
You got a lot of question marks. Nakobe Dean's coming off of an injury. He's playing well. Look like he's trying to work his way back into the starting lineup. So I think for Coach Fett, that's the best answer that he could give you, to be totally honest.
What's the most honest answer?
Yeah. I mean, it's the truth because when you look at this defense, I feel like this, Joe, and I said this in the meeting this morning. Where they start out, whatever that is not going to be where they finish.
And I think I think you're right on that. And because they're a young defense, they should get better. But I didn't get the sense from Vic Fangio that he believes right now he has a good defense. Now, he might be able to mold them into that, and they might become that. But he didn't give me anything that I'm like, yeah, he sees something that they could be something. It's more like, his answer was, we're playing a good team in 3 weeks. Vic, I know. You didn't break any news.
But I think, if I can help you out with this a little bit, I think it's more this. You have a good group of guys that, like say Zach Baum, for instance. He was basically given the job to play middle linebacker.
Yeah.
He hasn't been a starter in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken.
He's been a part-time player with the Saints.
Yes. He was a part-time player. So you're asking him to come in, and we don't know how that's going to shake out. You're asking him to be the starting linebacker. Kobe Dean's coming off injury. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is making a lot of noise. It's excuse me. It's a lot to be said about this defense when you talk about the fact that we have some linebackers that look like they can play that haven't really played a whole lot. You know what I mean? So there's only so much you can go off of by practice and by these preseason, limited amount of time that they're playing in preseason. Like, it was an old thing that we used to say back in the day, look like Tarzan, play like Jane.
Yeah.
A lot of these cats in practice looking like Tarzan.
Do they play like Jane?
That we'll see when the games start because it's different. That's where I think Coach Fangio's coming from.
And I understand that, but I at this point of camp, and we're almost there now. We're 2.5 weeks, less than 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks away from the opener against the Packers. This Friday coming up will be 2 weeks from opening night. I wanted to feel good about the defense today, And I don't feel good after hearing Vic Fangio talk. I mean, doesn't this whole camp feel like a shrug of Vic's shoulders? Like, well, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, he's being honest.
Bryce Huff, can he play all 3 downs? I don't know. Are you guys going to be good? I don't know.
Let me tell you what you can hang your hat on. This offense and what they're going to be.
Yeah, but okay, we'll see about that too. I mean, they should be good.
See, I'm still in my wheelhouse though. See, like you're the one. I've been trying. Listen, Joe.
Here we go.
I've been trying to prepare you this for a whole year. You didn't want to listen, so now we're here. I am comfortable.
Hold on. You make it sound like last year when they finished 28th in defense and collapsed. That's supposed to prove your point.
I've been trying to prepare you for this for a whole year.
I'm not comfortable with this defense.
I've been trying, but this is where we are. Here we are, Joe. We're about to start football.
It's almost like yesterday. You listening to the teacher about the class they're about to teach. You think these kids are going to pass? I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, it all depends on how they did okay on the practice test.
They're nice kids. Are they bright? No idea. We'll find out. Kyle, what are you feeling about?
Cool people. She cool people.
Do you feel good about the Eagles defense right now?
Well, no, I don't. I will say that the answer reminded me of the conversation that we had with Jalen being asked about his relationship with Nick Sirianni, and he was too honest. Like sometimes, as we all agreed,
you want to be lied to.
Well, yes. Honesty is not always the best policy. Hugh, I don't need him to tell me this is going to be the greatest defense
First of all, I've been trying to get y'all right the whole year. The whole time that we started training camp, I kept telling you this. Y'all didn't want to listen.
Well, nothing's about to change. But
y'all didn't want to listen.
Can he just
sit back and enjoy the ride?
Can he at least tell me something about how he likes the potential of this guy, likes the potential of that guy?
He did.
No, he didn't.
He told you he liked him.
No,
he said they're nice people.
Yeah. You yourself know exactly what that means.
I mean, he could have also said something like, if we put the work in, if we do the right things, I like where we could go. Yeah. I mean, I'm not expecting to go up there and say, I guarantee.
So y'all want comfort words, huh?
Yes,
y'all want words to make y'all feel better.
The last time I watched the Eagles defense, they couldn't cover Kyle.
Listen.
Yes, I want comfort words.
I'll tell you, want me to give you some comfort words?
Sure.
They're going to play smarter.
That's wonderful. Can they tackle?
That's all I could give you.
Can Vic say that?
They look like, you know what? I saw the tackling drill, and I figured it out. Because remember the other day we were looking at the donut, trying to figure out what the donut was? Yeah. The donut is so that you could tackle and grapple and follow through. That's what it is.
Oh.
So instead of, you remember how they used to have the old tackling dummies? Now you put your hand through the hole and you tackle and you just follow through.
So
you like drive
now.
through. Yeah, they got the donut. Because the donut is like, I guess it's supposed to simulate a crossing route runner or something like that. So they put their hand in the donut and tackle it to the ground.
So I'm going to feel good because we have donuts now in practice.
Yes, we got donuts, and we're tackling the donuts.
All right, we'll throw this to the mix. So you feel good about the Eagles' defense right now. We are 2.5 weeks from the opener in Green Bay, and I got the defensive coordinator telling me how challenging the first game is. I mean,
it is a challenging game.
I know it
but
is.
we knew that before.
But I don't need him to kind of. It almost felt like he was saying, "Don't be surprised the Packers get 30 on us." Like, I don't know how good we are right now.
No, if they get 30, then we're gonna be in a shootout. They can't get 30. Their offense is good, but their defense isn't that great. Their defense is kind of suspect.
No, but can we stop them?
All we need is 1 or 2 stops. We'll be fine.
1 or 2 stops.
Yeah.
How many points do you think we're scoring that day?
I mean, that's the best I can do, Joe. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Oh, Joe, we're gonna go out there.
They have how many first-round picks are on this defense? 1 or 2 stops.
We're gonna be an opportunistic defense. That's the best I can
I'll take opportunistic. Make a play or two. All right, 215-592-9494. We'll throw the Eagles in. Do you feel good about the defense right now as we're coming down the stretch here before the start of the season?